to the Plymouth Community School Corporation budget hearing for 2023. Pledge allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Okay, item 2.1 is to open the hearing. I would entertain a motion to open the hearing.
So moved.
All right, is there a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. Okay. Hearing for the 2023 proposed budget. We'll turn it over to Val.
So, good evening. Back at the beginning of the month, we had advertised and done the budget workshop or requested permission to advertise the 2023 budget through the workshop. The advertisement went out to the pilot on the September 9th edition, and then it also was made published and available through the Gateway as required through state statute. That requirement is 10 days, so we definitely hit that 10-day plus requirement for getting this advertised. And so this is available out between our website and then also the state website. This is a summary of what our budget estimate, maximum levy to be raised, which means the property tax dollars, on what our advertisement is, and then our current tax levy, and then the levy percentage difference, so year over year. So those numbers are a little bit higher than what we typically do, but that is just because we are not sure our assessed valuation that we were given for how much property tax value is worth could be different. It could vary from what was finalized, and so this kind of gives us a cushion to secure that rate and maintain those levies for our budget order. So once our Department of Local Government Finance representative, who's Wayne Hudson, so once he works all of the budgets for the county, then we'll get our finalized budget order through our what's called a 1782 notice, I'm sure you're familiar with. And then from there, that will apply cuts in accordance with what our proposed budget is. So hopefully those won't hit any, but we'll see how that all shakes out, and I'll circle back and report with an update. So if you could go, so that is for the 2023 budget. I'm not sure if I'm doing these independently or if I just.
I don't know.
Is that okay?
Yeah, does anybody have any questions about the overall budget? Yes, let's move on to 2.3, the proposed 2023 capital projects.
So our capital projects is the things that we're doing to our school buildings throughout the community. It's things that are not inclusive of bond projects. So these are just things that we're doing with property tax dollars that we get from the community to maintain our facilities, and then also to pay for our custodial staff and other, transportation and also bus replacement. So specifically, we have to plan out what we're going to do with our budget or our capital project plan and maintaining our buildings. So Ted, if you can click on the first one there. So this one lists out capital acquisitions. So this is our plan of big ticket items that we're potentially would purchase. I believe, yep, there we go. I was going to say at the bottom there should be a plus to make that look out here. We have a lot of maintenance vehicles that are used by the crew to go around and make sure that all of our buildings have their needs met. Maintenance and ground equipment over a 3-year period. That could be, lawnmowers. I'm trying to think of what other things. There is a wide variety of equipment. When it comes to equipment, it's anything over 5,000 or more. Categorizes those items into an equipment. So if their per item cost is 5,000 or more, then that's what applies them on this piece. Then we have replaced technology and computer servers in a 3-year period. So those are not cheap, and they are a little difficult to obtain lately, but we do account for that. And those are big ticket items. And then multifunction copy scan fax machines, those big ginormous units, those are big ticket items as well. But it's just good to plan for things so it doesn't come up as a surprise. So the other component on that attachment is the listing of the, sorry, Dale,
Are we back?
we are, yes, sir. We are on, look at that, oh, sorry. I don't have to do that little plus thing there. I know.
Make it big.
We're busy. So holistically, or across the district, in no particular order, I don't want to say that any of these are prioritized one or the other over the other, but they do have different start and ending completion dates. Even as other needs that aren't, that might come up as an emergency, would affect this listing, but it is our train track that we're running on to make sure that our buildings needs are met and that there's a plan in place to be as fiscally responsible with our local property tax dollars. I know this is a big list. Is there any questions over any of that?
More prior, just a clarification one. When you were looking at the equipment one, I thought I heard you say anything that exceeds over $5,000, but I'm looking at the top of that sheet, and it talks about anything that exceeds over $10,000. Is it?
So our local board policy is 5,000, and that's a state form that's used. So whatever is the lowest threshold is what, what's the word? Trumps. Thank you. Is what trumps that piece.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry? Oh, you're the later. Oh my goodness. I'm a horrible user player. No.
Okay. Any other questions about the capital projects? All right, we'll move on to the proposed bus replacement for 2023.
So yeah, last but not least is our bus replacement plan. So it is small to my apologies. The font's not very big on the screen, but if you go on the website, it's a lot better. Oh, there it goes. Great. So this is our forecast out for bus replacements. There is a special purpose van that is in addition to the 3 bus replacement van. It's number 6. So that would be kind of a special addition to our bus replacement plan that's normally not included, but it is up for replacement because of its age and wear and tear on it. So, but no, Brandon's done a great job to make sure that our buses are not only maintained, but then also if we're not able to replace them because of the bus shortage, then he does have them earmarked for a duplicate or twice annually inspection to comply with those state regulations.
Does anybody have any questions on the bus replacements? Nice job, Bill. Thank you. All right, moving on. We'll go to item 3.1. It's to close the hearing. Is there a second? Second. All right, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, the hearing is closed.